Huh, earned a trophy. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And thank you for tuning in for Calm Week. This is the beginning of Calm Week. What is Calm Week? Calm Week is where we take some time out of our busy lives after we've been filled with anger, rage, fury, and all sorts of other things. To simply relax, take it easy, meditate, breathe, and just find our center. To just relax, to just take it easy, to just slow down, to not worry about what the rest of the world is doing. To simply just be at peace. And that's what this is. And we're kicking things off with a classic and favorite game of mine, Flower. We're streaming this on the YouTube for once because in a world full of craziness, chaos, and calamity, Twitch is not necessarily a place where you can promote peace. Twitch is a place where you promote chaos, nonsense, craziness. And as such, that is what we're doing. Is we're just slowing down, taking it easy, snacking on some goodies, and just relaxing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to do a couple levels and just relax, take it easy, and during this, we're going to also briefly talk about my history with this game and why it means so much. And by the way, the game still looks great on the PS5, even after all these years. Hard to believe this used to originally be a PlayStation 3 game. Take a moment, relax, and think about your life for a minute. Think about what life is like, how chaotic it is, how unhinged it is, and what would happen if you just took a moment to smell the flowers. You'd be surprised how fast, how beautiful, and how wonderfully, truly symphonic nature and the world can truly be. Isn't it beautiful? Aren't the colors nice? The grass is green. The world is at peace. Everything is calm. It's different, isn't it? It's very different. But you know what? That's what makes things like this beautiful. Is it not? Also, I am going to check one thing real quick before we continue. Be back in a sec. Okay, we are back. I had to briefly check something real quick, but we're okay. I wonder if it's making me restart the level. Yep, okay. I'm fine with that. So yeah, welcome to Calm Week. Honestly, just taking some time to just be relaxed, be at peace, enjoy the music, and to just enjoy the scenery and the visuals of a very gorgeous, very pretty game. Always puts a bright smile on my face and definitely helps with my mood. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I like this game. I think one of the reasons is because it's one of the very few games that I really truly got introduced to the idea of like the Staxis like motion control with the controller. I think for me that's like the coolest thing. Like this is one of the few games that really utilized it. But also to me it's more than just a game. It's a visual experience. It's a calming experience. It's very soothing. The music is perfect. And everything about it is just very inviting, very exciting, very warm. It's very adventurous, but it's very nice. It's just a really good time overall. Another reason why I really like it is because, honestly, if you had told me that this was a game, most people wouldn't believe you. You know, a lot of people back then, when games like this started coming out, a lot of people would not have ever picked up something like this. Because, you know, a lot of people definitely enjoyed video games that were all about, you know, combat and violence and cartoonish antics and, you know, nonsense and things that, you know, was just filled with brain rot, right? But having a game and an art experience like this, where all you do is just float around as a flower, you just take everything in, you just sort of explore a small little open field. You just take it easy, enjoy the world around you, and float around like the wind. To me, this game came out definitely at a time where I most certainly needed it. It most certainly helped. Just feeling the wind rushing through everything, collecting all the flowers, having a good time, connecting everything, and just soaring through the grass. To me, it's a fun time. You know, there's nothing like it. And just seeing all the colors and how pretty everything is, it's really nice. It's really nice. And I really do enjoy it. It's just a good time. That's all it is. A lot of my history with this game definitely is tied into, gosh, I would say, man, when did the original game come out? I even have to look that up. February 12th, 2009. It came out a couple days before my birthday. And I think that's just neat. You know, it was... God, how old was I in 2009? I don't even remember. I was definitely young, that's for sure. I think I was just entering my teens. And I think this game came out around the time I was still sort of blooming into kind of a young adult, you know? Still trying to figure out the world. Still trying to figure out the world. Still trying to figure out, you know, what it is that I wanted. All that. It was a lot back then. I had moved, I think, to different states. I had moved to different parts of my life. I just kind of abandoned any amount of friendships that I had left because, you know, we had to keep moving because of jobs or because of my parents' work or because of life and other reasons. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And I think I was just starting high school, actually. I was still trying to figure myself out, figure out who I was in high school. God, that's something to think about. What life was like, you know, barely before high school. You know? God. And there were also secrets, too. See? Little secret areas that you never thought about. Yeah. I think that was the other thing too, was that, I mean, I got so used to platformers and other games where I explored, you know, secret pathways and stuff in games, but the way they did it in this game was always so fascinating to me. You know, and little collectibles, extra flowers that I missed. You know what I mean? This game encouraged you to really just take your time. You know what I mean? Like, just... there's plenty to explore. Plenty to slow down for. To just unwind. You know what I mean? And my life was very chaotic. My life was, you know, dealing with the loss of a loved one, you know, switching over to high school, trying to be, you know, this better person. Trying to be someone that, you know, the world and the universe wanted me to be, but I don't know if I could or not. You know? I wanted to, but I don't know if I had the ability to even do so. You know what I mean? And it scared me. 'Cause I wanted to, but I was scared. But yet I still tried. You know? And see? Bonus Easter eggs. That was an Easter egg for one of their other games, Flow. Such a good game. I ought to play that as well too one day. I think you guys would like it. But yeah, just... I think my mom had died just probably a year or two before. And I needed something that just sort of reminded me that there was still beauty out there to behold and explore, you know? Something to still hold on to, something to still enjoy. You know what I mean? It sounds weird, but it just... I guess I was so worried about, you know, if the world even wanted me or not. It sounds so goofy, but you know what I mean? Trying to... You know? I wanted to just know that things were okay and I could just exist. You know? that it was okay to just keep moving forward and, you know, that life and death is a beautiful thing. And that despite everything, that I'd be okay. Even though I didn't think I would be okay, I'd be okay. I mean, I still, at the time, I had my grandparents, I had my dad. I said goodbye to my stepfather because he didn't want to be much of a part of my life after mom died, so yeah. But I tried to be a part of his life, but he didn't want that. And that's okay. You know? No one wants to be around you when you're a special needs kid dealing with ADHD, depression, anxiety, the loss of a loved one, you know, moving around a lot, not by choice, because you had to. There was a lot, so. But, you know, at the end of the day, you just hunkered down and you tried. And over time, you evolved into a beautiful flower, which I hope I did. Oh, I found another secret. I guess there was one more in there that I still need to find. I think, you know, learning to grow up, learning to be okay, and learning to be more dependent, more reliable, more, you know, attuned to everything around you is something that's truly beautiful, because it's showing that while you are ready to blossom into something that's more adult, more mature, more grown up, you're also taking time to sort of discover everything step by step on your own. You're learning your own morals, you're learning your own standards. You're now learning a lot of your likes and dislikes. You're learning about a lot of the different flavors that you've tried, a lot of the foods. You're learning about the world beyond your town. You know, you're discovering that there's a lot more each step of the way to life, and you create these, you know, little milestones for yourself because they give you hope, they give you joy, they give you passion, they give you a reason to keep trying, you know. And sometimes you make mistakes, and sometimes you try to go back and, you know, correct them. But you also try and also acknowledge everything that's happening too. You wander off sometimes and you explore a little bit off the beaten path. You know? You go sometimes where you're not supposed to. You find things that you never thought you were going to on your first try. But you see how gray the world truly is sometimes too. You see how truly dark, how null, how neutral, how depressed the world really is. And then when you find the right friends, the right family, the right people, it starts to flourish. You start to see all these little notes. You hear these little notes. You see these colors. You recognize these scents. You recognize these patterns. You keep telling yourself, I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm on the right path. I'm actually, you know, doing good. Only to find out that sometimes you still make mistakes. You still have issues. But you go back and reflect on the little steps that you forgot to take along the way. I hope that maybe you're still there. And sometimes for people, you take some of these little steps later on in life. There's not a set time or guideline as to when these things just happen. They just sort of do. Sometimes you get lost. You get curious about something. You look around. And that's normal too. All of it is. Sometimes you rush into things too. And that's also normal. But sometimes you get curious. You wind up meeting your first real true love. You wind up finding out your first real passion or hobby. You wind up forming a core memory with a friend or with someone you love. You discover a real teaching moment with someone, you know? And as you do this, you start to see the color come to life. You start to see the world around you show the different colors and different things that it has to offer. You know? But sometimes you prepare yourself by, you know, heading backwards. You take a step back, and then you make sure that you take it one step at a time. You slowly climb down those stairs. You tell yourself that, hey, everything's gonna be okay. But you're scared. And that's okay. Isn't that part of life? You start to connect everything and suddenly there's a lot of color. You start to see that there's more. More that you haven't seen before. You know? More that you forgot to see before. You know? You start to see that there's maybe some stuff you forgot too. You backtrack a little bit. That's normal in life. Retrace your steps. And you think to yourself, I've got this. But the biggest thing that a lot of people forget about is they forget to do the biggest step of all. They forget to ask for help. They forget to put their humility and put their feelings aside. They forget to be humble. And I say being humble is probably the best gift you can give about anybody. Because you can understand, you can relate, you can be empathetic. You can feel what they're going through. You know? Sometimes it gets a little quiet too in life. That's okay. You don't gotta be scared. It's just part of how everything works. And then you go on a crazy adventure. Suddenly life takes you places that you never expected. See? Takes you on a path that you're not even used to. But yet you give it a shot regardless. See? See? And you get to listen to all these beautiful notes of things you never thought you'd hear. But yet there they are, waiting for you. See? And the path becomes much clearer. Suddenly there's quiet. There's peace. Which is rare, especially for people like me. Everything was always noise. Noise, noise, and noise. Never really had much of an opportunity to just quiet everything down and slow down. Not much in life. Nope, hang on. There we go. And then the rain. See? With a little bit of teamwork and a little bit of love. With the right people, the right friends, even the right person. One person who could be your soulmate. You can shine bright. And you can light up like the night sky. And anything could be possible. And the rain will clear. And the rain will clear. Well, I figured I'd do these at kind of an hour at a time. But I hope you guys have a wonderful, relaxed night. I hope you remember to eat well, stay hydrated with some water, take a moment to breathe, and I hope you get a chance to relax. Chill week has only begun, and I'll be right there with you, by your side. And if you ever need anything, a friend to talk to, someone to send some memes, someone to recommend you a cool song, you ever need someone to just show you a good food recipe, need a little motivation in life, or just need a friend, I'm there for you. Have a blessed night. And thank you for being you.